Have you ever been asked to do something and immediately felt panic rise up into your stomach? Have you experienced racing thoughts of, I don't know how to do that? Or, well, I'm not good at that? Or, that's outside my skill set. I'll never be good at that. Do you feel the urge to avoid, procrastinate, or delegate those tasks to someone else? If so, you are normal. I guess it's no surprise that as humans, we don't like to do things we aren't good at. One of the three factors for meaningful motivation is a feeling of competency. When we perform tasks we're good at, instead of feeling stress, dread, angst, we can relax, enjoy, then even show off our skill. No wonder competency leads to motivation. There is a practice paradox. What is the practice paradox? When learning any new skill, we naturally start off with a low level of competence. Practice and effort are required. Without practice, students won't achieve high levels of competence. And we already know that without feelings of competence, students may not feel motivated to practice. And without practice, students won't improve to become more competent. And the vicious cycle continues. So here's what we can do. Fortunately, almost all beginning students have shown an aptitude for piano before beginning lessons. They feel piano is something that they enjoy and are good at, or can become good at. That's probably why you signed them up for lessons in the first place, and we want to keep that going. Sometimes entering formal lessons can actually increase a student's awareness of their skill or lack of skill. This is one major reason students can seem to lose interest in the piano after a short time in lessons. If playing the piano didn't come as easily as they thought it would, well, maybe they're not so good at it after all. Oof, not a good feeling. So here's what we do during lessons to help students achieve and maintain a feeling of competency. Number one, praise students for what they naturally do well. Some students have a great sense of steady beat. Some students are great at noticing the details in their music. Some students are great at memorizing. Whatever your student does naturally, we want to praise them for that. Number two, challenge students in an uplifting and encouraging way. For example, hey, you can do this. Now let's see if you can play faster, add the left hand in, learn a new chunk, whatever the next step is. Number three, we use the power of yet to help students feel capable of achieving things that perhaps don't come naturally to them. For example, it's not fast enough yet. Play it 5 more times to see if you can get it faster. Or, you aren't holding the half notes long enough yet. Let's try counting this time. It doesn't feel easy for you yet, but you are capable of hard things. Let's keep trying until you get it. Number four, we remind students of their journey. Remember when this was hard for you? Now you can do it in your sleep. While playing the piano, we're using every part of our brain. So of course, some aspects of that will come easily while others will be a challenge. The challenges warrant celebration, so we remind students of their journey to celebrate how far they've come, to get them excited to keep going. Number five, baby steps. We move at your child's pace and add new skills little by little to avoid the overwhelm that can lead to students feeling incompetent. And number six, beginning students do all of their most difficult practicing in a supportive environment. While practicing under the supervision of their teacher, students get tips on the best, most effective practice strategies to use, and they go home with confidence that they're doing everything correctly. They also see other students in the group working, making mistakes, and receiving feedback and corrections. This normalizes their learning process. No one does everything perfectly all the time. Those are some things that we do in lessons to help your child feel competent about what they're working on. In the next video, we'll talk about some things that you can do throughout the week to continue helping your child feel competent at the piano. See you next time.